A minute's gone by and I don't know how to begin this vlog. I don't know. After doing 3 cheers for New Year's, I now feel like I have got nothing left to say. I received a package the other day with no note, no letter. It was just a very lovely parcel of very lovely things. There was a diffuser from Bahoma, I think that's how you pronounce it. There was a package of Fortnum & Mason tea. There was a lovely makeup bag from Orla Keeley. Some Booja Booja chocolates, which I am already halfway through. Some lovely Neal's Yard products. There was like a salt scrub that I've been using, so it's in my bathroom. And some Garden Mint and Bergamot hand cream and rosemary and cedarwood hair treatment. And some Neal's Yard Be Lovely Beautiful Lips lip balm. Thank you very much to whoever sent it to me, but I have no idea where it's come from or who sent it. But my favourite thing about this package is that on the front there were 2 stickers. There was one that was handwritten and it said Carrie Fletcher and then my address. The second one was a courier sticker, so it had obviously been delivered by a courier. But when taking down my name, they had taken it down very, very wrong. And it said Carrie Sledgter, which just brought me great joy. I also received a package from Team Panda at WWF, thanking me for fundraising for them during January. Look how sad he looks. He's got the saddest little expression on his face. There was lots of lovely bits and pieces in their package, but there was a copy of David Attenborough's book, Life on Air, and it's signed by David Attenborough. How amazing is that? I mean, that's pretty cool. So thank you very, very much, WWF. On Tuesday and Wednesday of this week, I was in photo shoots for my album. It was so much fun, and the pictures that I keep being sent by Darren Bell, the photographer, I'm looking at them like, I know that's me because I was there having my picture taken, but that's not me. That's not me. She's hot. It was fascinating though to think that I look at magazines and models and you know, editorial pictures and photo shoots of various different people, not even celebrities, and think, well, of course they look like that because they're them and I'm me and I could never look like that. But now that I've been in that scenario myself, you know, I've had photo shoots before, but never like that, never where I've been given the freedom to look sort of grown up, I guess, and sexy. I've never been in that situation before. But now that I've been in that situation, I realise that it's not about the person in the photograph. Anyone can be made to look that way if you've got a good hair and makeup artist, a good stylist who is dressing you in things that fit you well and make you look good, a good photographer who's posing you in the right way and lighting you well and who knows how to take a good photograph. If you have all of those things, you're going to look good, you're going to look sexy, you're going to look how you would like to look in a photo shoot like that. And it's so easy to sit there in your scruffy clothes with your hair in disarray with no makeup on and your second family bag of Doritos and look at pictures like that and think, well, that could never be me. I could never have the capability to look like that because that's just not what I'm made for. And as someone who is guilty of thinking that way and then been put in that scenario, turns out you can look like that, as long as you have a really good team around you who can make you look like that. You'll be pleased to know that Darren and I are very much on the same page when it comes to photoshopping. There will be no photoshopping of my face and body. He's gonna edit the photos, of course, to make them look glossy and polished, but my body is going to remain my body. There will be no cinching of my waist. There will be no enlargement of my breasts. There will be no making me look anything other than what he photographed. Because whilst I'm all for being dressed in fancy clothes and having my hair and makeup done nicely, that's still reality. That's still my face and my hair and my body that are being clothed and painted. But changing the reality of what's been photographed, no, I ain't here for that. Speaking of makeup, I was given some really lovely lipsticks by the makeup artist. This one in particular is the one I'm wearing. I am obsessed with. It's from Lipstick Queen. And first of all, can we talk about like the packaging? It's like gorgeous. And it's just, I don't know if you can see that. I mean, that's really dark, but it's like, it's just a nude color, but it's just glorious. Glorious. And look, it's magnetic. Oh, that's so great. I have started blogging again. Not vlogging with a V, blogging with a B. I had this sudden urge the other day on the way back from an audition on the train to write something that wasn't a book. I just suddenly missed writing in the same way that I vlog. I missed writing like a few paragraphs or a couple thousand words and then putting it up on the internet without having to send it to an editor and have it go through like several drafts of notes and edits before I got to show it to you guys. Whilst I find all of my writing fun, I missed writing for fun. I don't know if that makes sense. I missed writing without a deadline and without having to like answer to an editor. And I missed not overthinking things when it came to writing, just writing how I felt and then going, bleh, there you go, it's out there, have it. And then I got to thinking, like, what would I write about? Because back when I was blogging on All I Know Now, which then got turned into my book, when the book was finished, I felt like I had nothing left to say. I felt like everything that I could say about myself had been said. But it's been 3 years since that book came out in 2015. I did 3 years in Les Mis and then Les Mis in Dubai. I did the tour of War of the Worlds, the UK tour of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the UK tour of the Addams Family, took the Addams Family to Singapore. I've done A Christmas Carol, I've done the Christmasaurus. I found myself in various different romantic scenarios and ended up single yet again. I may have changed my opinions on things that I once thought back when I wrote that book that I no longer think now, or maybe there are opinions that I had back then that have been challenged and I'm even more sure that that's what I think. I've got lots of new different friends who have given me different perspectives on certain aspects of life. Just lots have changed. It's been 3 years. A lot can change in a month, and it's been lots of months since I wrote my blog. And so I was thinking what my approach would be when it came to blogging, and it's going to be very much the same as what it was. It's going to be very much just me telling stories, talking about various different scenarios I found myself in, but I kind of want to try something new as well. And whilst I, you know, really enjoy writing for the audience that I have, I also kind of want to write for my peers, for other actors, for other people in the industry that I'm in. Not about acting. Don't feel like I'm in a position as someone who has not been to drama school and has not trained to dish out tips and tricks on being an actor and how I approach being an actress. Like, I'm not in a position to do that. I'm not a teacher, I haven't trained, I haven't studied. I am just not in a position to be giving out that kind of advice and knowledge. But the things that I feel like I can talk about are things that you just don't learn at drama school, that you can only learn on the job, like what to pack in your tour box or what to pack in your suitcase when you're going to various different places in the UK, and why you would need to pack those. That's stuff that you can only learn through trial and error. I want to write blogs about all of the best coffee shops around the UK that are like within walking distance from a theatre, or all the best restaurants, or all the best pubs, or the best bars. What to think about when you're booking digs, or how to organise your time and your days. Stuff like that that you just don't know before you go on tour, that I wish I'd known before I went on tour. I wish I'd had actor friends who had like written blogs or tips and tricks, or just emailed me and been like, here's a few things you need to know before you go on tour. I feel like people are going to play a drinking game with this video, like take a shot every time I say tour. You will be hammered by the end of this video. Basically, I'm just really excited about blogging again, and I want to take it more seriously, but at the same time, I can't promise that I will be blogging regularly. Like, I can't promise that there will be a blog every week or every month or every few months. I'm just going to do it as and when I want to and as and when I feel like it, but I do want to take it more seriously and do it more often than I have been, which is not for 3 years. I'm just going to be blogging on my Tumblr because it's already there, and it feels silly to sort of set up another website specifically for that when I've already got followers over on Tumblr, and that's what Tumblr is used for. So it's just carriehopefletcher.com if you want to go and take a look. I'd really appreciate you going to take a look. That'd be really great. And I'm also a lot more active on Instagram and YouNow, so if you'd like to come and join me over on those, I will link below, but I'm usually just Carrie Hope Fletcher or Carrie H Fletcher on everything, so if you want to come find me, that's where I'll be. I would love to have you. Lots of love. Goodbye.